Are you watching Abby Lee After Class? Go right now and subscribe to my YouTube channel. In case you didn't see the altercation between Kira and Stacy, don't you worry, because Stacy is right here in the studio tonight to do a reenactment. She brought her friend, Yolanda. Take it away, girls.
Get out! I said, get out! Get out!
I was afraid of you.
Speechless. Stacy is speechless. Did she touch her? Did her hand make contact? Ooh. Hey, Stacy.
Yes.
I know what that's like. Believe me, I've been there. Thank you, ladies.
Very welcome.
All right, back to business. All right, so I want to clear the air about the Walker number. The Walker number all came about when I had my knee surgery, and the hospital gave me a walker to use. Well, I was too cool, too proud. I wasn't going to use a walker, so idiot me, you know. I stood for 3 hours during pyramid, and my knee still isn't fixed. Wonder why. Thank you. We're in the airport. We're waiting for our luggage to come down. Kendall takes the walker from me and starts doing some tricks on it. Next thing I know, Jill's trying it out. She wants to do the same trick that Kendall's doing. And then Bryn grabs the walker. She does something on it. I say, okay, girls, payback's a bitch. I'm going to do a walker dance. The girls can do bells, they can do hitch kicks, they can do all these crazy things with the walker. I actually did a walker number in my studio. It's from a Broadway show. It's been done before at competitions. It's not to be hurtful or harmful to anyone. It is not to upset people. It is theater. It's fun. And we're going to Arizona. Arizona is home to Sun City. And Sun City is known as a retirement village, a place where people go to retire. Clean air, nice living, beautiful weather all year round. That's what Sun City is all about. I thought that the people there would get a big kick out of it. Get it? Kick out of it? We're in Phoenix, Arizona, attending this competition. And Kalani's in her hometown. Now, I thought she should do a solo. She looks fabulous. But the producers don't see it that way. They want Kalani and Bryn to do a duet. Bryn is also from Arizona. Okay, fine. So we get the choice of music, you know, there's 3 songs to pick from, whatever. And there's 2 snakes. They can slither all over the stage. Kalani does some incredible work on the floor. She takes a few steps, links them together, and makes it look so fluid. Well, isn't that what a snake looks like when it slithers through the grass? Yes. Let's make one thing perfectly clear. Those 2 girls did not lose because a snake was their headpiece. A snake was sewn into their hair. No, no, no. They lost to a boy and girl couple that did amazing lifts. They were really good, and everybody at the competition was talking about them. It had nothing to do with the headpieces. The girls didn't win. Kalani said, it's my hometown. The only thing I can do is move on. Kalani, I thought you moved on to LA a long time ago. Why do we keep going back to Phoenix? If it's not to give the studio a plug, and it's not to go to the hometown, why do we go? That's production. That's not me. We go right to Kira's studio. Interesting. Because the lady at the front desk told me it's not really Kira's studio anymore. But that's none of my business. What do I care? The girls go in the studio. Now, we're not doing the walker dance. We're not paying tribute to Sun City. Nope. We're going to do something else. We have one day. I mean, we are under the gun here. Gianna goes into the room with the girls. I also go inside the dance studio with the girls. I believe, if memory serves me correctly, that I told each girl who was coming out when. One girl would cross, another girl would cross, another girl would cross. And yes, we did give them the freedom to improv or improvise those steps coming out, their entrance. And that was it. That's when Gianna took over and taught the girls a dance routine that she already taught in Pittsburgh to my students at the ALDC right there in Penn Hills, my hometown where I was born and raised, previously. This music that Gianna had in her computer, that was no accident. She had it because she already choreographed a routine to it. And my students, I'm very proud to say, competed that routine and won all over the city of Pittsburgh. And then they went to nationals in Las Vegas, and that routine also won. So when these girls stood on stage and said that they choreographed the routine, when they told the MC that they did it all themselves, they did do parts themselves. And I'm proud of them that they have the education from the ALDC to make up their own routine or to make up their own entrance. That's fine and dandy. But you still give credit where credit is due. I cannot believe the behavior of these mothers on Mother's Day weekend. Now, my mom passed away. It's been over 2 years now. But it doesn't matter if it's 2 years or 20 years. I still miss her every single day. I talk about my mom and dad a lot. I was an only child. I was their whole world, and they were mine. My mother was a creative woman, a genius when it came to props and sets and themes. She made children love to dance. She was a lot nicer than I, especially inside the studio. So it's Mother's Day and I'm feeling kind of low, and the minis give me this beautiful picture. It's a picture of my mom and I together. They blow it up, it's big. They're so excited to give me a present. It's wonderful. Then Jess has the audacity to quiz a 7-year-old about my mother. Do you even know her name? Do you even know her? I can't remember Jess even meeting my mother. I know she wasn't at my mother's funeral. So what difference does it make to her? These kids wanted to give me a gift. It wasn't about my mom. It was about me. And they knew that I would love it. And I do. So I just think that Jill and Jess are a little jealous because they didn't think of it first. So there. We'll get back to that a little later on. I want to start out with that pyramid. Now, Jess took JoJo's picture off the pyramid because she was not going to be below a mini. Okay, fine, Jess. What did I do? What would anybody do? I made 2 pyramids. One for the mini team, one for the junior league competition team. Doesn't really matter. JoJo's still on the bottom. Jess. Someday you'll learn. Someday. If any of the parents out there are watching, never say never. Never think your child is perfect. Yolanda has a bad habit of sticking up for her child, making excuses, and trying to, use her big vocabulary words to make us all feel like we're idiots and we forgot what really happened. Her child lied to my face. After the competition on Mother's Day, there was a big chocolate fondue set up. Why you give a bunch of kids candy and chocolate at a dance competition, I'll never know. But it's production, so nobody ever knows. The kids go out, they get into the chocolate, it gets silly, it gets funny, it's dripping all over them. I look right at Eliana, horrified, and I say, Eliana, you have chocolate on your costume, you got chocolate on your costume, ah! She looks me dead in the face, this kid, right in the eye, and says, No, I didn't. She covers up one little spot. The kid is dripping in chocolate, and she's lying to my face. That kid, watch out for her. All right, next up, I think everything that I've talked about on this episode of Abby Lee After Class has to do with Jess. She is really on my nerves. Nag. I just can't stand it. Do you know that those mothers talk nonstop? I don't care if it's on the show, off the show, in my waiting room, in their cars, about how no one should speak negatively about the children. As soon as somebody says one negative thing to their kids, they're off running to their attorneys, calling them on the phone. We have to stop production down, the whole thing. But I heard a few things that I don't like, and I better never hear them again. Did everybody catch on when Jess said, friggin' toddlers? They're nothing but a bunch of friggin' toddlers? That's not very nice now, Jess. I would call that negative about somebody's child. You can talk to the moms, you can talk to me like that, but you're saying friggin' when you're talking about a 7-year-old? Okay, nice. Try that on that anti-bully campaign and see how far you get there, Jess. And then I believe it was Ashley or Jill or somebody said all they did in their last group routine, which was Kelly Cuties, was shake their Really? You shouldn't be saying that word in front of children. And once again, that was a negative statement about children, about somebody else's child. That's what you don't want anybody else to do, but you're allowed to do it? I don't think so, ladies. Not anymore. Not on my watch. Abby Lee, After Class. You thought that was the end? So did I. But I have one more thing to say. I just cannot get over the fact that those girls did not give credit where credit is due. Are you killing me? Seriously? You got the costumes? One of the girls said in their interview, they got the costumes and everything. They didn't get the costumes. I went to Dillard's department store in Scottsdale, Arizona at the big mall. And I made Dillard's department store stay open almost an hour later, till 10 o'clock on a Friday night, buying every single dress that they had, 5 of. Every dress that they had 5 sizes of, I bought. I took it all in the next day, and at lunchtime, they tried things on. And I chose what dress they were going to wear. So, just to set this record straight, I did the costuming, girls. You didn't get the costumes. Some little fairy didn't just fly down and dress you. I did it. Abby Lee, After Class.